Hi, Mark Diaz here for 2danimation101.com. In this lesson, we're gonna create the animation. It's gonna be super quick. Okay, well, not super duper quick, but it's gonna take like in real time, maybe 8 minutes. Okay, so let's get it started. I'm in on Cartoon Animator. I press open, and then from the project files, go to lesson 8, and then open lesson 8 start. That's where we left off in the last lesson. Now we're gonna take this character and start doing some animation. The first thing I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna animate the camera. For this, I'm gonna activate. All it's gonna happen, let me switch to my camera. All that's gonna happen is that I'm gonna take the camera and explain this. The camera is gonna go like this, getting closer to the character, like okay, just like that. Sorry for it if it was a little bit trembly. So let's do that. I'm gonna show you how. Just click on the camera icon, but first, before anything else, it's good to be showing the timeline before you animate anything. Okay, so let's show the timeline. I just click on the show timeline. You can also press F3. Oops, let me show the keystrokes. F3. Okay, and from there, I'm not seeing, hey, where's the camera? It says all kinds of words, but there's no camera. Okay, for that, click on the top left, the track list, and then select project. The same we used for the sound effects, remember? Now I'm gonna click on camera. This is the first keyframe, the original position. I want it to be centered, and I'm gonna zoom in. Remember, Alt and then both clicks is used for zooming in. Now, I don't want the shot to be like this. This is very stupid. Oh, by the way, let me show you some secret, because right now the aspect ratio is this, right? And I don't know if that's the correct aspect ratio because I want it to be HD. HD is 1920 by 1080. So just to make sure we have everything in order, I'm gonna press render, then render video. Aha! This is not the widescreen we want. We want HD 1920 by 1080. There you go. Now the screen has been corrected. And before we do any camera movement, let's make sure we have the record function of the camera active. Okay? Like this. And yes, look, now it says rec. That means I'm moving the camera. Okay, so I'm in frame 1. Let's put the camera in position like this. And then go to the ending and then zoom in. Okay, like this. Just move that a little bit. Remember, Alt and both clicks is for zooming in out, and then Alt and just click is for panning the view. Okay, let me undo that. Control Z, and I think that's the position. Let me see. Maybe a little bit more zoom in, just a little bit more. Let me go to the beginning. Press space. Yeah, I like that. Okay, let's leave it like that. And now what I'm gonna do is start doing all the animation. Let me disable the camera because I'm gonna be moving it, and disable the animation for the camera, and now I can do whatever I want in here. And whenever I want to do the render, I activate the scene camera and play it. You see, it doesn't move. It has the animation I put. Let me deactivate it, and now this is the working camera. Okay, now let's do the animation. The first thing I'm gonna do is just select the character and then select the face key editor or pressing Ctrl K, and then I want to use the gizmo. It's right here. Okay, so by the way, remember, before animating anything, you need to show it in the timeline. Let me show you how to work with the filters you have in Cartoon Animator. It's just so you can have a clean timeline. Okay, let me disable the camera. There you go. And for that, I'm gonna select the character. I have it selected. This is the hunter. And actually, I'm gonna hide the project. Just click on the little X and then press on face, and then it's gonna be this one, facial clip. Show it, and this is what I'm gonna animate. I'm gonna go to frame 5, and then what the character is gonna do is this. I'm gonna switch into the camera to explain. He's gonna go, I'm gonna do an anticipation. That's one of the principles of animation. Instead of just doing, that's terrible. Don't do that. You need, let me show in here. This is my little plan. I did this timing. Let me tell you how I got this timing on frame 1, frame 5, frame 21, and frame 24. How did I get that timing? This is what I did. I just recorded myself doing this. See, before I do the action, I go down like, and I record it and then play it frame by frame, and those are that's my timing. If you record yourself, maybe you're gonna have another timing. Anyway, what I'm gonna do is on frame 1, he's gonna be like this, and then on frame 5, he's gonna go down for the anticipation. That's one of the principles of animation. If I just have my character do this, it's gonna be horrible. It's not gonna look organic. I get emails. How can I do smooth animation? One of the things you need is anticipation, action, and follow up. Okay? Sorry for the microphone. So anticipation, you need anticipation, then action, and then follow up. Or other authors call it aftermath. So it's before the action is this, right? But before that, I'm gonna go down, and then and then after I take all the air, I'm gonna relax a little bit, like I do this, and then I go down. That's the animation. It's gonna be this. So on frame 1, let me get the camera a little bit closer. On frame 1, frame 1 is neutral. Frame 5, he goes down. Frame 21, he goes up. And then frame 24 is the aftermath. Okay? So let's do that. Now that you know the plan, let's execute it. Okay, so I go to frame 5. The gizmo goes a little bit down. All right? Actually, all the way down. Let's see. But I don't want the neutral position. I don't like it. I'm going to put it down a little bit. Like that. Okay, there. There you go. I'm liking it. And then from there, I go to frame 21. And then he goes all the way up. And then on frame 44, all the way to the end, he relaxes a little bit. Okay? Like that. Okay, perfect. Now, what I can do is do a little bit of more emphasis by taking this character. I'm going to close this. This is all I needed. Now I'm going to take this, select the character, and then I'm going to animate the neck a little bit. Click on the one that says the motion key editor. Then I'm going to select the head, and then on frame 1 is going to be tilted a little bit down, just a little bit. Then I go to frame 21, and then this is going to be tilted a little bit back like this. He's going to be lifting his head just a little bit, not too much, okay? Not all the way, no, like maybe around there. And then on frame 45, no, actually 44, he's going to be tilting the head a little bit forward, and I'm gonna move the whole head. For that, I'm gonna disable the constraints, then hold letter E on the keyboard and bring it down like this a little bit. Let's see it. Okay, that's it. Very good. And now if I take a look at everything like this, let's put the scene. I'm gonna activate the camera and then play it there. Okay, very good. Now, I'm going to add an effect that I got from watching anime, I was looking for references, and I noticed that the eyes tremble when the characters are scared. The eyes do this. So I'm gonna take the eyes, the eyebrows, and the mouth and move it a little bit like that. Okay, so let me show you how to do that. I click on the character, and then I click on the face key editor, but now instead of morphing, I'm gonna go to transform. Okay, I'm gonna take this eye, and remember, I want to be showing all of this, any animation I'm gonna do, I want to see the keyframes. Okay, so for that, let's hide the facial clip. Face motion, there it is. Face motion, I open it. I'm gonna show the left eyebrow, left eye, right eye, and mouth. Okay? Let's start with, and by the way, let me just explain what's happening here in the timeline. It's showing the transform, and then the sprite, and then the deform. I'm not gonna animate those, so I'm just gonna leave the ones that have a T. I hide the S and the D. Every SD I see, I'm gonna hide it. There you go. Now my timeline is a bit cleaner. Let's make the timeline a little bit bigger. And also hide the motion. I don't need it anymore. I'm gonna just click to close it. There you go. And now, what I'm gonna do is take the eye, press Ctrl K. I'm gonna zoom in. Oh, by the way, before I zoom in, careful. I'm recording every camera move. Let's disable it. And then, now I can zoom in and not mess with the animation. Then, this is super simple. I just have that layer, move 2 frames forward, press Ctrl K again so it shows the selection, click on the eye, and then press left. Okay, it moved a couple of pixels to the left, right? And now it has these 2 positions, 1 and 2. It's moving just a little bit, right? And then I just take those 2 keyframes, copy, and then paste. Okay, and then take those 2, copy, and then click there, paste. Then take all of them, copy, and then paste. And then again, paste them here. There you go. Now that this eye is gonna be trembling. Look. You see? It adds an effect of the character being a little bit scared. So we're gonna add that vibration to the both eyes, the eyebrows, and the mouth. Okay? So let's do that in fast forward. There you go. Now check this out. He's very, very scared. Okay, now I'm gonna do the same for the mouth in fast forward. There you go. And that's it. This is the animation. Look. Alrighty then. Now let's activate the camera record. Okay, don't move anything. This is just only for playback. I play it. Now we have a very scared character. Right? Alrighty then. That's it. Now that we have the animation, I'm gonna render it. For rendering, you just press, you go to the menu render, and then I'm gonna select render video, and then I don't like WM for the media file for Windows. I'm gonna use MP4. Then it's HD, and just press export. And from there, this is all the scenes for the video, but in here I'm gonna go to project files, lesson 8, and in there it's gonna be the hunter scared, let me deactivate, hunter scared scene. Okay, and that's rendering. Let's see it. There you go. Super easy, right? Okay, now in the next lesson I'm gonna show you how to animate the face of a character doing multiple emotions. This was very, very simple. Now we're gonna check how to do the phone operator when she gets scared after the other guy basically kills his friend by a mistake. Okay, so let's check that out in the next lesson. See you there.